In the upcoming State of the Nation address by President Bongbong Marcos, Vice President Sara Duterte expects to hear something from the President. Meanwhile, Vice President Duterte has a reminder for graduates based on her experience. Let's hear more from Jayson Rubrico.
Vice President Sara Duterte continues to attend graduation ceremonies of various schools in the Philippines. This Friday morning, Vice President Duterte graced the 6th commencement exercises of Ismael Matay Senior High School in Quezon City. In her message to the graduates, the Vice President had a reminder for them. She said that based on her experience, life will not be easy. But if they only look at the brighter side in all situations, it will be a bridge to many good opportunities.
Hindi po magiging madali ang buhay. Pero kahit hindi ito madali, magiging puno ito ng oportunidad kung lamang you see the brighter side of things. You always look at the brighter side of things. These opportunities will present themselves before you, but let's start talking about the value of your dreams.
Vice President Duterte also urged the graduates to fulfill their dreams in life, and it will only happen through their efforts and dedication. However, she said sometimes there are dreams that no matter how hard you try, they don't come true, but reminded to never give up.
There are times that even with hard work, even with determination, a dream slips through one's fingers, causing disappointment and despair. Do not give up, do not surrender. Cultivate another garden of dreams. You should and you must, because your life is at stake and the lives of your future family members. In my own experience, dreams may come true, and it may come true for those who will work hard for them to come true.
Meanwhile, in the upcoming State of the Nation address by President Bongbong Marcos, Vice President Duterte expects to hear something from the President.
Ayaw natin na pangunahan ang ating Pangulo, but we expect that he will highlight kung ano yung mga immediately na nagawa natin in the past year.
Vice President Duterte responded to the questions of whether DepEd has programs or policies that he wants President Marcos to support.
Well, fortunately, pareho naman yung vision ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos and kung ano yung nahanda ng Department of Education. Particularly yung understanding niya ng continuity ng ginawa na Basic Education Development Plan ng administrasyon ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. And siya din, kasama din natin siya when we crafted the matatag agenda ng Department of Education during the term of President Marcos. Basically, doon sa matatag agenda, hinighlight natin ang learners, ang teachers, ang ating mga facilities, and the quality of our education.
For God and my beloved Philippines, I am Jayson Rubrico, SMN9 News.
First, the government once again triumphs over the terrorist group CPP, NP, NDF as 2 of its members operating North Luzon have surrendered, including high-ranking officials. Almar Forzuelo reports.
Nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas. Ako ay Pilipino. Buong katapatang nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas at sa bansang kanyang sinasagisag.
Once again, 2 members of the left-wing terrorist group CPP, NPA, NDF from North Luzon have renounced their allegiance and surrendered to the government, including a commander from the group. The information was disclosed in a meeting in Baguio City by the PNP Cordillera and 5th Infantry Division. Defense Secretary Gibo Teodoro graces the event with officials from key government offices. One of the defectors is a commander of the notorious Leo Cawilan Brigade of the Ilocos, who has held high positions in operations against the government. With that, the military recovered 29 high-caliber firearms and other war materials through the cooperation of the alias Lipat. In the province of Abra, A former member of the Agustin Begnalent Command voluntarily surrendered to the government carrying an M653 rifle. He is known by the moniker Ron Ron, who has got deeply into terrorism. For his part, Secretary Teodoro has encouraged all remaining CTG warriors to avail of available government assistance. Under the Marcos administration, the government spent millions of pesos as a budget for returning rebels, giving livelihood assistance to the thousands who availed.
Alike daytoy gundaway nga kumindaw kadigidjay kakadwa ti dua nga nagsubli iti ima ti gobyerno itata anya pay apo ti rason nga bagbagkaten nyo ti paltog panagbutbuting ti kakadwa tayo nga madama imbaga ni apo presidente nakalukat apo tiruangan ti gobyerno nga tanggapin kayo no agsubli kayo aywanin kayo ikan kayo ti barro nga panagbiag anna pay ti rason apo kada jayrwar kayo apo ken bagbagkatin nyo aramatin nyo ti paltog tapno ipasalawasaw kadagijay kakailyan tayo tapno pagkakitaan ti dadduma awan rasunen apo.
Furthermore, Teodoro emphasized that there is no longer any reason to continue the armed struggle.
Awan rasunen ti armed struggle apo. Dayta ideolohiya sa lawasaw ajay apo. Padagulbod laeng. Agsipod ta ideology is a failure. Haan nagbalegi iti komunista nga ideolohiya. Daytoy pagilyan tayo. Ta iti Pilipino aglalo daytoy Cordillera nawaywaya iti espirito di da kayat nga serikan iti biagda ti dadduma kayat dat iti biagda nga nawaywaya babaen iti linteg ken ikanda ti serbisyo no ada gundaway nga agpaaramid ti dalan wenno rangtay tapno maikan ti panagrangay ti maysa nga lugar o wenno parabor ti gobyerno anya ti aramid ti NPA ambusen da nga dagos taamo da no mapagsilpo dagijay dadduma nga adadayo nga lugar awanin nagudwa ti problema so daytoy tikid daw ko kadagijay kakabsat dagijay kapamilya tayo nga ada pay jay banger alain nyo daytoy nga gundaway apo aging gana adda pay gundaway tapno iti kasta makasubli kayo.
Meanwhile, according to another army leader, the strength of left-wing groups in the areas of Cagayan and Ilocos is weakening due to successive military operations, local government efforts, and various government agencies.
So napaka-importante po sa CPP and PNDF yung po kanilang armadong grupo, yung kanilang mga commanders, yung kanilang mga armado na may baril. Because without the firearms, wala pong maniniwala sa kanila. So, as a military officer, my instructions to my personnel is to recover the firearms or the instruments of violence. Because without the firearms, again, there will be no armed revolution.
With that, the Department of the Interior and Local Government or DILG promised that the surrenderies would receive assistance from the government.
Una po sa lahat, ipaprocess po sila ng ating mga kaibigan from the Armed Forces of the Philippines and of course with the help of the Philippine National Police at lalong-lalo na po ang ating provincial government sa pamamagitan ng ating ICLIP, yung committee na tutulong talaga sa ating mga FRs. Tutulungan sila ipaprocess and on the part of the DILG, ire-request naman po namin sa aming central office ang pagkakaroon ng benefits para pa sa kanila. Magkakaroon ng immediate assistance, livelihood assistance, and firearm remuneration.
For God and my beloved Philippines, this has been Almar Forsualo, SMNI News.